Hello guys and girls, Voices from the Dark here. Welcome back to the Champion of Cyrodiil challenge with Marina Mistfire, where we are down near the southern border of Cyrodiil, and we are actually looking for Bogwater. In the last episode we went over to Nocturnal's shrine, we did Nocturnal's quest, we received the skeleton key. And we went to the Tidewater cave, which isn't far from Bogwater, but I forgot that Bogwater, that's the place we want to be. Because we were tasked by some fellow family members in the Cyrodiil Sanctuary to go and deal with a pesky Argonian. Don't kill me! Oh, damn! This boar is on fire. And by that I mean he does so much damage. Damn. I can't remember actually getting hit that much by a boar before. He hit me as much as a mud crab did at the start of the game. That was kind of scary, actually. I'm glad we survived. That would have been a very bad start to the episodes. That would not have showed off my prowess in combat. I'm gonna just charge up these other things here, simply because I like to not see them on the lists. Boom, there we go. There we go. Everything's charged up and ready to go, even though we're probably not gonna use Rock Shatter again. I should probably give that back, shouldn't I? Well, the quest's over in Anvil, so sure, next time I stop by Anvil. She's probably sitting there like, where is that adventurer? I mean, she probably assumed I died. I had to go after, what was his face? Bjalfi? Her husband? Now, I love the bog beacons, even though I think I didn't manage to pick a single one there. Great job, Dark. They are instant restore magicka. This is the fort, that's Fort Blue Blood, that's from the Mage's Guild recommendation quest down here in Leowin, so we want to go even further south. I remember that's where we slew the eyebrow bro. The man who had pure charcoal above his eyes. Oh, I still remember them, they seared themselves into my memory. Whenever I close my eyes, I see them wiggling. It's frightening. Now we do have to decide what we want to do over here in Bogwater. Because we have a choice. Do we obey our brothers and sisters in the sanctuary and kill this man? Or do we spare him and accept his treasure? It's time to make a choice. Martin's not around to judge me. Perfect. It's a dead Argonian agent over here.
The prey approaches. I guess I've been expecting you, assassin. Don't try to deny it. I can see it in your eyes. Your dark brotherhood through and through. Let me guess. It was Ochiva, right? No, wait, Tainava. Yes, he put you up to this, didn't he? Ochiva was always too busy to even be bothered. Well, you can kill me if you like. I'm afraid I won't make much of a challenge, though. The Argonian royal court already sent an agent to do the job. He failed, of course. His body's around here somewhere. But he got in a pretty good hit. If I don't get some rest, I'm probably dead anyway. So maybe I can appeal to your sense of goodwill, huh? You let me live, and I'll tell you where I stashed my treasure. Is it a deal?
Die, traitor!
Ha! I expected as much from a Dark Brotherhood lapdog. I may not survive this fight, but I'll not make it easy for you.
Oh, bring it on! Ah. Oh, is that an iron longsword? Wow. Well, what was that you said about making things difficult? Ah! Scartail has been killed! Doink. I decided not to agree with his offer, actually. So, if you agree with him, he tells you where his treasure is and he instructs you to go over to the Argonian agent. And you'll be able to actually take his heart and then you could present that and say that it's Scartails. But in our case, we got the real deal. I care about my family in the dark, in this Cyrodiil sanctuary. I would never harm them. I would never betray them. Nothing of the sort. And doesn't this rock look a little suspicious? Wait, is this not where he stashed his... Wait, is this... I thought it was that one for a second. There we go. Hey, you got the treasure. Oh, hey, Martin. You saw nothing. I'm totally not a dark assassin. I've always made Martin wait outside when I go inside the Cyrodiil sanctuary, so I think he's a little spooked right now. I think he is. Well then, this is the time that most players would just fast travel back to the Imperial City. That's rich. I kind of wish I had fast travel right about now. Okay, so what we want to do, I think, is that we want to just head north and get back to Wendelbeck and make some more Black Soul Gems, because we have to head north either way right now. We got the Thieves Guild quest done in Breville. We need to stop by Breville, actually, and pick up the stuff that we left in our chest. So, first and foremost, we're going to head north. We're actually going to go along the border of Black Marsh and try to get back to Wendelbeck so we can make another Black Soul Gem before going west again and heading to Breville. Now, the reason we're going to take this path right... Actually, I can follow the red arrow since that leads to Cyrodiil and that's on the way. The reason we're taking this path is that we haven't actually been over here before, except for when we were exploring Fort Blueblood, so it's a relatively new area, and you can already see the difference in climate here. It's a much more swampy area, and there's more rain, and the climate is different on the different sides of Cyrodiil, close to Elsewhere, and then yeah, I really like that about Cyrodiil. There's some variety in Skyrim too, where you have some parts that are wetter than others, some that are colder and snowier, while others are sort of green and lush in some aspects. You need a little bit of variety in your environment, and Cyrodiil looks very idyllic. That's something that people think is, either hit or miss, the fact that it looks very happy in a way, especially when the sun is out and you see the colors and it just like, the forest just pops right out at you, and it's very pretty. Now, I've been against mods that change the look of the game too much. So like I still don't really like the face mods for Oblivion. I feel like they make them really like slick and wet and round and too perfect. They change them too drastically. But like other mods, like lighting mods, ENBs, and texture mods and such, they can make Oblivion look so good. Like I was just sitting here the other day, and I just looked at videos of somebody playing Oblivion with like 200 plus mods, and I was just gushing over how beautiful it looked. I was like, oh my god, that's so nice. And the lighting, oh my gosh, the lighting, so good. But I decided that my playthrough will be as vanilla as possible. It's also less of a eye strain in a way, just a default look. It's very, it's soothing in a way. You can actually decide when you start up Oblivion whether or not you want to have HDR lighting or bloom lighting, and I disable both of them because I actually prefer the look of it right now. I just have the textures as sharp as possible, as crisp, as high detailed, and got the drawing distance up way high, and of course I got a couple of textures here and there to improve a few things, but other than that it's still just a vanilla game, and it's been an important aspect, maintaining what Oblivion is while still making it more fitting for the challenge, like the skill diary mod and now the toggleable quantity mods, which I'm really starting to dig. But I think Oblivion is one of the only Elder Scrolls games I could do this challenge in, because while it could be seen as something negative that you can make one character and do all the content in Oblivion, it's perfect for a challenge like this, Like if I was to do Skyrim, you'd have to pick a side in the Civil War, and I believe there's a lot more choice and exclusive quests in Skyrim, but of course nothing compared to the other games where you had so many different endings in Daggerfall, and if If you go with one faction, like even in Morrowind, then you exclude another faction, and so on and so forth. Hey, Way Shrine. We should check it out. Probably want to do a little trip around to get all the Way Shrines at some point eventually, so might as well check a few off of our list right now. So I do like that. One of the things that I'm not really a fan of when it comes to Skyrim is the fact that any character can become anything. Like, you make a character and they can become anything. You can be an archer, you can go to warrior, you can go to mage, and you can just swap between them almost without consequences. Like, your character can become anything. The Drunken Dragon Inn, it's not like Oblivion, Morrowind, and especially Daggerfall and such, where the way you start the game, the class you choose, the skills you choose, they determine what your playstyle should be. And I suppose... I guess I like the old school way of speccing your character in a certain way, even though Marina's gonna be able to do everything because we're gonna level all the skills, but... What
is it, citizen?
This is the inn.
Hey there, pal. Need a room?
That's Andreas Draconis. Ha 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 ha. Ah ha ha ha. There's a reason the Imperial Legion soldier is standing right there. We'll be back to see Andreas later on. Good to have that on the map, though. But for now, we will be off. We found the Drunken Dragon. Oof. Give me an oof. Come on. Oh, that feels good. Come on, give me. Ugh. Wonderful. The grunts in Oblivion. They're a thing of legend. Should take one and make it like my message tone. Whenever somebody sends me a text. And I'm like, oh, Jesus. Actually, I have my phone on silent at all times, because I get startled by the noise. So I just keep it on vibrates. That's all I need. Just a little vibration in my life. I got no idea where they are. If I'm just chased by random things in the wilderness, I really can't be bothered to do anything about it. That's how I deal with my problems. I don't. I ignore them. Let's get our river walking boots over here. Now, why is our mace so grayed out? 32 health left. Sadly, we can't fix these things. I probably should take them to a blacksmith, because I won't be able to repair them for quite some time. Training armor is actually going to be very difficult, considering we don't use armor. That might be one of the most difficult skills. A way we could do it, though, is that we could combine it with destruction and use disintegrate armor on self, and then promptly repair our armor after we have destroyed it. Although, constantly having to pop Skyforge smithing and such to fix it, that would also train some restoration, wouldn't it? I believe Skyforge smithing is a restoration spell because it fortifies an attribute. So that would be destruction, restoration, and armor training at once, but it would be quite intensive. There would be a lot of clicks involved, keeping track of things, because if we use a repair hammer without Skyforge smithing up, it'll break, and then suddenly we're there like, oh well, fun while that lasted, I guess. Alright, let's get over to Wendelbeck here. Oh boy. The allure of fast travel is there, I have to be honest. Especially when we can't really travel on a road that we haven't been before, so I just try to do something new over here in the forests. Something's... That's a wolfy wolf. That's been a while. Hey, Timberwolf. Yeah. Let's get you out of here. Doink. Might as well take this soul that you have. And... fill up that. Thank you. Leave me alone. I like the feature they have in Skyrim, though, where if a mud crab comes out of the water, you don't get a bum 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 ba bum 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 ba bum. You know, combat music doesn't start just because you've been seen by like a tiny creature in the wilderness. Calm music continues playing and you can kill them and go on your way. Meanwhile, in Oblivion, if the tiniest little rat sees you, you know, the orchestra kicks in and they just stop the explore track right in its tracks. Damn it, I'm not just... God, I cannot... Just focus, Dark. Just focus. I'm playing and talking at the same time, okay? It's something. It's definitely something. Let's go down here. There's actually a fort right here. You know what? We can't just be walking around in the forest today. We gotta do something. We gotta achieve something. I say let's check out this fort, actually. Oh, there's... What is wandering around there? Is that a goblin? Oh, boy. I wonder how goblins are gonna go now that we have a new weapon. That's something I want to check out. Plus, we have plenty of space in our inventory. So let's go do this. Wow. Fort Goldthroat. Hey, I cannot remember that name, so this must be one of the places that I rarely visit. I'm not surprised. It sort of seems to be a little out of the way. Oh, we'll save that level up. I don't need to use Soul Trap anytime soon, actually. I mean, I didn't mean level up. I meant the charge of the weapon. I'm sure you understood me. Sometimes I say weird things. Because you think of one thing, and then your mouth says another thing, and then you're not smart enough to notice that you've said a thing that you weren't supposed to. Holy heck, hey! Hey, Martin! How you doing? Still got that bloody steel mace, I see. Let's check out this fort. It's not... It might be a place I haven't been before, considering there are hundreds of locations to explore in Oblivion. I'm sure I've been through a few now that I never saw as a kid. So we're going deeper. La la la. Yes, we're going deeper. La la la. Doing. Turn over, rat. Prepare for your demise. So, creature dungeon, I guess, since I saw a rat. Goblin dungeon, yeah. Okay. If you say so. That's fine. It's just so practical having that paralyze. Capture the soul. You captured a soul. Who's coming? I saw somebody at the door there. Hey, you want to come join me by the fire, friend? It's a lovely time. Yes. Just since like episode 71, we've seen a big increase in power. And I like it. Kinda want to find something that's locked somewhere so we can test out our skeleton key. Look at that. It never breaks. So you could just auto-attempt to your heart's content. And even if you didn't want to auto-attempt, having a security skill of 100 makes all the tumblers go up super slow anyway, so... It's pretty neat. Bum 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 bum. But you don't get any experience because my skill is maxed at the moment. Unfortunately. I think there was somebody down there. Oh wow, there's even skeletons in the dark. Bam! You can't paralyze skeletons. Alright. Don't... Please don't kill me. Spare my life. I'm just a poor Breton from a poor family. Vampires too? Probably just their tombs. Of course, now I find an abundance of lockpicks now that I don't need them anymore. I can sell them, I guess. Or I might keep them because they're good for training. If I drop my skeleton key and just like auto-attempt all the lockpicks until they break, I get a lot of experience for that, so I can keep them for that purpose. I think there was somebody downstairs, so we'll make our way down to find them. Oh, wow. Okay. Get her! Kaboom. She all by herself? Seems so. She just tried to run instead of fighting back. I think if she fought back, she would actually have a much better chance of defeating me. The rat meat. Aw. I mean, there was a lot of gold there at the very least. The old lady was rich. Gotta give her that. So who was down here and saw me earlier? Oh, really? Get out of here. You little scamp. I said not scamp as in the actual creature, but as in nickname. Okay, there's still an area here that we've yet to explore. Because we haven't really been in here long enough. I wonder what weapon I want to enchant though, because You might think you want to enchant something great, like an elven weapon, but they generally weigh more than iron, and the base damage doesn't really matter. So if I wanted to make a dagger, I believe the best dagger I could really make would be something like an iron dagger, actually, because the base damage doesn't matter, it's the effect that we apply to it, and it would be much easier to carry and such. So that's something to keep in mind. Oh, please don't do that. That means that my weakness effects might run out. Doink! Get out of here. Zoom. Now I can start using some of these soul gems that we got laying about. Lesser soul. Wonderful. Any petty souls? There we go. Fill that bad boy up. I don't think I've ever this actively used enchanted weapons. That's... Ooh, a steel dagger. That looks really sexy, actually. Maybe we'll enchant a steel dagger. Because, I mean, aesthetics count for something, you know? So that might be what we go for. But what I like about this difficulty is that it actually forces you to... That was all. Alright, quick little dungeon. Good, good, good. The difficulty forces you to try out new playstyles. Like, I've never been so involved with alchemy and using it so much in combat, but having to level all your skills and not just for the sake of leveling your skills, but actually because you need it. I mean, poisons were an invaluable tool earlier on in the playthrough to just get through the day. So being able to and being forced to try out new ways of playing is really fun. And right now we have a combo that really seems to work with the whole paralysis and then strike them while they're down, which seems very powerful. So I wonder what kind of, how the metagame has to change for that to fall out of fashion. So I was totally wrong about the date on the other one. You probably noticed, I never explained it, but I thought it was going to be on like Evening Star 6, but it was Evening Star on the 1st of Evening Star because the earlier one was on like the 23rd of Sun's Dusk or so. So there we go. Now I actually have to wait a little bit for the shade to return, and if it came on the 1st, then it's probably not going to be there until the 9th or so, which is quite a lot of days to just stand around and wait, really. But I don't think there's not really a problem with that, is there? Not really. So Evening Star is the month that is close to December, I believe. That would be December in our time, so we're just about to getting close to the start of a brand new year here in Cyrodiil, but I'll spare you this loading and just jump straight to it. Alright, here we go. The 9th of Evening Star. And the calculations were correct. Now then, let us put the Grand Soul Gem. I mean, I can stick some of these other ones in too, but I'm fairly sure they won't work. Because now we changed that one. We can try to cast it again, but we simply cannot turn these Grand Soul Gems. Not that it matters too much, but now we need to make sure that we actually manage to capture a human soul. That's going to be quite important. Now, anything we want to do we want to head back? I feel like I would really want to go to the Arcane University right now in the Imperial City, so we were going to go to Coral, so that's a good place to stop by. So let's set the marker for the waterfront, I think. And then we can get on the road to Coral. And yes, we will actually continue doing the main quest, which is going to open up Oblivion portals across the land, and darkness will consume us all. But it'll also be pretty fun, because when I go there with Martin, I will actually get Joffrey on my team as well, and then we can all go out and party. We'll see, though. I might consider just taking them over to Cloud Ruler Temple and just keeping them there. I mean, it's nice to have a companion with me, but I feel like I miss the Marina solo days, you know? I feel like that's something that we need to get back. Luckily, traveling is not as much of a hassle anymore, just simply because of our speeds. I love it. Like, a lot of basically all stats and skills were... Or no, not skills, they're still there, but... like the stats were taken out of Skyrim, and I mean, I like what they did with the perk trees, even though they weren't very interesting. I feel like they were an upgraded version of the system that we have in Oblivion, where when a skill... Oh wow, we're actually just about to get more Restoration of Mysticism, nice. When you hit 25 apprentice level in something, you get a new skill or a new effect, like now you can do a forward power attack, now you can do sideways power attack, now you can do a backflip, now you can cast spells from this level. Periite Shrine. Can I go here right now? Sort of found the shrine. Something is wrong with his worshipper. They seem frozen in time, mindless. None move or speak. Oh my. This... What is this?
This one moves. A welcome change. So, mortal, you have found my shrine, and you have seen my followers. They are an embarrassment to me. The fools cast a spell in the hopes of summoning me to them. It was prideful and foolish, and it has had its consequences. My followers are trapped between worlds. Their bodies here on this plane, their souls in Oblivion. I would have you reunite the bodies and the souls. I will transport you to the plane of Oblivion in which they are trapped. Find their souls. When all are collected, I will return you here. Return to me when you are prepared.
Okay, just as I thought this stroll through the forest was going to be boring. Looks like I was wrong. They are currently out of commission. Alright, Martin. I'm gonna head to the Realm of Oblivion, and I don't want you to come along.
Unless you need...
I'm just gonna keep him here just in case, because followers have a habit of getting into lava. Not that I know that he would join me in the first place, but we're going to make a quick save here, which is 61 hours of playtime right now. Not too shabby. Shall we go? I mean... Let's travel to Oblivion, which sadly doesn't have its own loading screen. It used the vanilla one. I remember this quest actually. We did this with Gruffbog. Ah, well, here we are in hell. Great place, great place. Her service is really impeccable. We have to travel around this realm until we can find the souls of his followers, which are scattered about. You can actually see them all on the map there, so... Well, we have some exploring to do. I might as well continue on the topic. I was so rudely interrupted during... So, I was talking about the skill system. In this game, you basically have 4 different tiers, like 4 different things that happen when you level up to certain levels, while in Skyrim, you level up the skill, but you don't necessarily get new perks automatically. You have to actually spend these perk points when you level up in order to advance through the tree, which I actually really like, though I feel like a lot of the effects in Skyrim were rather dull. A lot of mods took the perk tree system and revised it and made it really interesting. But it's cool because it means that you could use something but still not have that many perk points in it. I just felt like that gave you like some flexibility in a way, so I really did enjoy that, but I thought it was sad to see the RPG roots disappear and the attributes go away, and that classes weren't really a thing. You're just... one person can do anything. Like, you can make an orc be super sneaky, you can make a wood elf be a barbarian with relatively few consequences. They're still gonna be super powerful, because you're making a hybrid, basically. And I think that's a bit of a shame. That I do. Oh boy. Whoa! Close one, Flamey. Fire salts. For flame astronauts and such, that's why I kind of want some shock damage instead of fire, because we would have some more opportunities. There's Marin, the seal. Not sure how he got that name, I'll be sure to ask him once. Let's go to the Sightless Grotto. That sounds inviting. Oh, no, 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 no. I am not stepping foot in there. Alright, I'm here. Doink. It's just a Clanfear runt, but you never know, honestly. God. Stop! I'm not clicking the button. It misinterpreted my clicks, because I clicked the button to switch and then I started clicking to swing with the mace, but he hadn't completed the switching, so he just started spamming paralysis on him. Soul Gem is empty, really? Because I have my Asura Star. Oh, I was scared there for a second. Oh, I thought I messed up. Actually, we gotta be very careful about the souls that we trap in this realm. Let's not soul trap while we're in here, because we are gonna defile that black soul gem. I know we are. There's no turning back from that. Up! Clanfers are freaking scary. They hit like a truck. I struggle with them on normal difficulty even, you know? That says something about them. Oh, sorry, I forgot it's set to 24 hours. It's usually just set to 1 hour. 7 a.m. in hell. It's not a great time. It's not a great time to be in a place like this. Fleshy pods. Lots of soul gems actually. Good. But there's somebody in the tunnels. Somebody. It said that somebody was nearby when I was over here. Oh. Oh, I'm not sure if... Does the Dremora count as a humanoid? I think it would. Let's try. Holy oh, they're so resistant to fire. I mean, of course they are resistant to fire. But yeah, this is what I'm talking about. Okay, so what we need to do right now is that we need to pop Restore Magicka and Restore Health, and then just keep applying these effects. Oh, they're barely doing anything. Ugh. Okay, well, if they're not working, we have to get some outside help, I think. Alright, come on, David. Help a girl out here, will ya? That works. Moment of truth. Yes, that was a black soul. I'll take that, Daedra Heart. Good job, David. Dremora Longsword. No, thank you. Not my style. I'm a magey mage. That's what I am. I mean, mage is probably... It's not the right word to use, considering we use so much melee weapons and such also, and love sneaking up on people. But I don't know what a good name for our build would be, since we do a little bit of everything as part of the challenge, and just to survive. Okay, so that leads around. That's where we killed the Dremora, and that should leave one path here. Alright, good. Sightless Grotto has been explored, and we got that black soul gem we wanted. Or the Grand Soul, rather. Oh, hey, buddy. It's probably smart to pop Soul Trap after the weakness effects to get a more powerful Soul Trap off, because if they're weak to magic, then Soul Trap should last longer. How are our skills? Oh gosh, I can't be training. I'm in Oblivion. You can't do this to me. 9/10. So we're gonna need strength, willpower, and intelligence, right? Strength and willpower is doing pretty well. Intelligence still has a way to go. What would we have to train there? Mysticism, I guess. Okay, so as long as we don't use too many major skills. So I believe Blunt is the only one that can really mess with us now. Yeah, Blunt. So we just need to be I mean, we're smashing a lot of heads, but I don't know if we're going to be smashing enough heads to level up during the rest of this quest. We'll just have to be a little careful about the amount of smashing that is done. I heard a clanfair. Hey. Goodbye. Capture that soul. I'm gonna use the other soul that we have before we kill him, because I'm getting good at remembering. Oh boy. That almost killed me, my good sir. Very rude. The more swings I have to do at an enemy, the bigger the chance is that we level. Short sword of depletion. Again, that's something that in Skyrim it's always good to level. There's not really a lot of negatives in leveling, because in the older Elder Scrolls and Oblivion you can screw yourself over by leveling too soon and having poor stats, and Skyrim that's not really as easy. And I suppose I sort of miss the opportunity to fail a little bit, just a tad, but when they're trying to market the games to a broader audience, then it makes business sense. It's not like they're going to bring back ye old stats and classes and such. It's not going to happen. I know that, but oh well. I will survive. I will endure. Hey there, clanfair runts. Whoop. Ah, gotcha. Runts and stunted scamps don't actually drop their more powerful counterparts ingredients. So you can't get scamp skin from a stunted scamp, and you can't get clanfair claws from a runt. That was a close one, mister. Pop this one back down. Okay. Ooh, how are the roots? There we go. Back out to the realm. We can actually use the river walking boots in here if you wanted to. I think we'd take a significant amount of damage, but oh wow. David? Ah, David's in town. David's in town. Doing. I'll deal with the scamp. You deal with the flame atronach. Division of labor. Just how I like it. Ah. Oh no. Yeah, I killed him. He's dead. Deal with. Excuse me. There we go. Go deal with the big flaming thing that I can't really do as much damage to. That's your job. Thank you. Appreciate the soul. I'm getting pretty good at remembering. Yay. Hey, Kevin. Kewan. Get out of here, you little scamp. Let's see. Any treasures hidden around? There's probably a lot of treasures hidden around on small islands here in the Oblivion realm. But that's okay. That's not the kind of detail I want, where you have to like get every chest inside a realm to complete it, you know? We could go, I don't know which way we gotta go now. So we took that portal, which probably takes us to a part of the realm that would otherwise be inaccessible. Oh boy. Let's be very careful with this clanfair here, especially the jumping attack. Oh boy. I'm not risking my life. I am not risking my life. Kill him! Gosh, I hate these. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. We gotta sip up on some of these, and then I think we also gotta sip up on some of the weak portions of sorcery here. Okay. Get him, boy! Go get him! There we go. David! No! David! The one right here! I hate you, David. David would rather fight over here. Fair enough. Killer. Wonderful. More souls for my collection. Uh-oh. David's down. You know what they say. If David's down, you better get out of town. Perfect. Alright. Nope. Come on. Yes. You got her. Eat her. There we go. Nom nom nom. Take a good chunk out of her. Smack her in the face. There we go. Wonderful work. Wonderful work, my man. Didn't I talk about not making super long episodes? Well, here we are at what seems to be 40-minute plus. If I've edited like the way I think I'm gonna edit it. Well, we are in the middle of hell. We still have more souls to save. And considering there are so many things there that resist fire, we actually have some challenge here, and well, I appreciate that. And hopefully you appreciate watching and that you will tune in to the next episode in hell. So, have still a good day, take care, and stay awesome. But most importantly, everybody, stay dark. Goodbye.